Hello everybody and welcome back to Farm Sim 22 and welcome back to our Broke to Billionaire series. In the last episode, we ended up purchasing a new field after selling off all of the silage from last year. So, let's get into what we did. For those of you just joining us, we bought field number 30 in the last episode. What up, Dustin? Hayden, appreciate you guys dropping in. Yep, you're early for once. Appreciate you, my dude. But we bought this field right here, and we actually expanded it a little bit off screen. Tried to keep a little bit of a buffer between the businesses and the highway. I don't want to go too crazy. But we did expand it a little bit, and it is cultivated and ready to be limed and prepared for planting of some sort. Today, our goal will be to figure out what kind of planting we will do on this field. Now, initially I was thinking canola, but there's one small problem with that. If we go canola, we're going to have to let this field sit for quite a while. However, if we go with, say, oats, we can go ahead and plant and then harvest the oats. And when the oats are harvested, canola will be ready to plant. So I think that is the next logical step would be to get the field ready by liming and fertilizing, and then plant the oats, and we will harvest the oats in either July or August, whenever they're ready, and then we will go from there and end up planting our canola, and from then on it'll be canola year-round. Because canola is one of those plants that takes forever to grow. But welcome everybody to the stream. Ender, Dustin, Hayden, Scott, Ycat, how's it going? Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Jess, Mick, welcome everybody. All right, now there's one caveat to this. We don't have the equipment to A, plant, B, harvest the new stuff, right? The other thing that we're going to have to deal with if we go this route is weeds. We do not currently have a way to deal with weeds. So that is another thing that's going to have to be checked off our list. So yeah. We got a lot of equipment that we're going to need to get, and we don't have a lot of money. So the question becomes, do we go straight into leasing equipment, or do we get a loan? I'm leaning towards the loan side of things, because I want to get certain equipment to be able to deal with what we got to deal with. Right? What up, Wanda? Welcome to the stream as well. So, as you can see, our tractor is not here. That's because it's still down here at the store. And so, I'm going to go ahead and slow down time for the time being, so that we can not pass forward time at ×5, so we can figure out what we're going to do. I'm thinking we go ahead and get a loan, and we will get this loan with the idea that we will pay this loan back off, obviously. So if we just go ahead and max this out, that gives us, I believe, up to $500,000. And let's just check and see if there's anything available in the used equipment market. Nothing that we can really use. I mean, there is cultivators or disc harrows. I don't think we're going to be using those, because we already expanded the field. What up, Yoda? Nathan, appreciate you guys dropping in. Equip Arthas so that when we have a plane fly overhead, we get 20% more crop yield. I like it. I like it. Awesome to hear, Yoda. I'm glad you enjoyed it. One of these days I'll have to go to one myself. But yeah. All right, so let's just go here. Let's get this stuff sorted out. We're gonna look at equipment. Okay, so what are the things that we need? We need a planter, or in fact, we need a seeder, not the tree, but an actual seeder. So let's look at that first. We've got seeders. I prefer to have at least like a 6-meter seeder, preferably. But of course, as you can see, like the seeders can get absolutely crazy. Like this Farmit Falcon 6 Pro Fert Plus. It's only a 6-meter working width, but it costs $111,000. And then a lot of these seeders don't even have like their own tanks. Some of them do. But this is a 12-meter working width, but it's $195,000. Like this one here, I believe, has its own tank, but you have an expansion tank. This one here doesn't even have a tank. So you'd have to buy this tank plus this, which seems to be our best deal so far. This gives us a 6-meter working width, as well as a tank that's 1,600 liters and holds seed and fertilizer for a reasonable price. Let's look at some other things. So, subsoilers, planters. Like, planters are what I'm used to, but planters don't do the things I need to do. So, like, we're going to be working with canola and oats at the moment. And none of these planters actually do that. Actually, this one allows us to use canola, but still not the oats. And that comes with a 9-meter working width. It's weird that this one allows us to do canola. Yo, Eskel, thank you for 15 months. Warren, good morning. Miss Sale, good morning. Appreciate everybody dropping in. Shellback as well. You just watched my video on 2 ships enter, 1 ship leave. Yep, that was a fun one. That poor Schlieffen didn't know what hit him. He thought he had me. He was wrong. He never had me. He never had his life. But yeah. Like, this would make sense if this was the only thing we were doing. But given the fact that we're actually going to do oats first, like, seeders seems to be the way to go. This is actually 8 meters. And has a 3,100 liter working width. But it's $159,000 for 2 extra meters of working width. Whereas this thing, I can get for a total of $69,500. Because I'd have to buy the tank as well. What do we think? Good morning, Bug. How's it going? Hank Man as well. Hunter. Yeah, Farming Sim 25 will be coming out later this year. I'll be interested to see how it goes. Arrowboy, how's it going? All right, well, while you guys chit-chat in the chat, I think this will be our cedar purchase. We can actually get away with this without buying or like getting a loan as well. Yeah, so these two have to be bought together, so let's just go ahead and do that. I'm assuming that this rolls the field at the same time? Question mark? I honestly have no idea. I would assume that's what this is for. Let's just keep it standard. I don't know what that's about, but we're going to buy that. Why is the standard configuration more money? Like, it should just tell you what the actual price is, dadgummit. So weird. What's the point of it being standard if it's more money? All right, so $20,460 apparently. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and grab this. It's got the roller already on it, so that's why I didn't bother getting the roller from the tank. Track loosening tines. Huh? Oh, it's at the front. Huh. I don't think that's necessary. Cedar unit design 1. Oh, okay, so you can get different. I don't think that matters at all. And then it's a implement, so it doesn't really need a license plate. All right, so $50,000 for this, and suddenly we're bankrupt. But that's our cedar taken care of. So this is our cedar. And our tank. Now, I'm assuming that this would go on the front of our tractor and this would attach to the back as normal. Because there is no, like, attachment to the front of this. Or to the back of this. So that you could attach this. So, that's how that works, I'm assuming. The next thing we need to look at is we've got our cedar. We need some sort of weed control. The obvious choice here would be to grab a sprayer. So let's look at sprayers. We know that we can get like a normal sprayer here, which just attaches to our tractor. Doesn't have the best tank in the world, but we can get an expansion tank, no problem there. This would also allow us to fertilize using liquid fertilizer, but liquid fertilizer is kind of crazy if I remember correctly. But if we just use this for specifically getting rid of weeds, that's $34,000. So we'll just call this another $40,000. Okay. And then the next thing that we would need would be some sort of trailer. There's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to have to buy, man. It's a lot of stuff. What up, Captain Taco? How's it going? First time joining this type of stream. What is Spartan doing? Can you guys not hear me? Hello? Question mark? Yep. Everything should be going through. But yeah, so we're getting ready to, we're farming. That's our goal. Right? So we've got our tractor here. We're going to go ahead and back up to this. Attach that. And then go around to the front. Basically, we're expanding our operations from solely doing grass. Oh, look! It actually puts the hose in. That's awesome. Didn't know that. That's really cool. I like that. But we will be going down to our field. Hello, car. Which is all the way down here. Yo, Ronnie, thank you so much for becoming the newest member. And also, Eskel, thank you for 15 months, man. Get some goats in the chat for those guys. Much appreciated. Alright, so this is our field. And as you can see, I did expand it a little bit. And it is already cultivated and ready to go. It just needs to be limed, it needs to be fertilized, and then it's ready to be planted. Now, this doesn't seem... I'm not sure if this would allow me to do seed and fertilizer. Normally there's two little lines, one for seed, one for fertilizer. But either way, we're going to have to go up to our property anyway. Drop this stuff off, because that's where our seed is currently located. And it looks like we're gonna have to do the bad, which is drive across the interstate, which I'm sure DOT would never have a problem with. Oh god, I didn't realize there was a fence here. Oh no! There is a fence there. Dang it, Dan! Why you got a fence? Yeah, just driving down the road, casually taking up both lanes. We'll take this equipment up to our farm, and we'll pick up our lime spreader. We'll lime the field real quick. And then we've got to get ready to do fertilizing. And then we can pick this up, fill it with seed, and plant. Now, if this thing was able to fertilize at the same time, that would be ideal. But I don't think it can. But we will find out. Here's our driveway. And here's our little farm. We got our little farmhouse over here on the right. We've got our shed. We got our sheep over there on the left. Let's go over here and pick up our seed real quick. Might as well fill this thing up while we're thinking about it. All right. So we are filled with seeds. We're going to go ahead and drop this off for the time being. Because we need to pick up our lime spreader. We will drop you right there. And then we will drop this right there. Now we can grab our lime spreader and head down there. It should have plenty of lime in it. That shouldn't be an issue. All right. So this will take care of the lime for that field. We also need to be looking at, the next thing that we need to do is come up with some sort of silo storage for our grain crop that we're going to get, which will be both canola and oats at some point. Oats first, obviously, and then canola. But for the time being, we'll worry about what we're doing at the moment, which is trying to get to our field. Alright, so we should be coming up on a little turn in here. We'll go in here. This isn't technically ours, but it gives us access to the area that we need to be. I guess I should have went straight across there and then went down the front, but that's fine. Either way, we'll get this down here and lime our field. You need some truck simulator. You guys are mean. You guys are so mean to me. What did I ever do to you guys? Alright, let's fold out the spreader here. And prepare to spread lime. Alright, turn it on. That's the wrong button. I missed a little bit of the field back there, but it'll be fine. As long as I don't do that too much, should be fine. We should have plenty of lime in here. Not have to worry about anything running out, that's for sure. What up, Ghost Knight? this thing turned around. You can see how big of a field this is. This is a pretty massive upgrade from what we've already been working on. So I'm pretty excited about what we will get out of these when it comes to harvest. Plus, it expands our operations to using more than just what we've been doing. You can see we definitely are going to have to go back. I'm trying to get us to a spot where we're not missing chunks of the field. But it seems like this field is like crooked. Which is totally not my fault. What up, Cheesy? How's it going? Dragon, appreciate you dropping in as well. So hard to get it right at 180 degrees. I think I got it. What are my thoughts on the Flounder? It's okay. It's a meme ship. It's not meant to be anything too crazy. It's a secondary battleship that relies solely on RNG for fires. Because the majority of the secondaries on the Flounder are 100 millimeters, I believe. It really does kind of take away some of what you can hope to get out of secondaries. Because they don't pin anything. The 100 millimeter guns don't actually end up pinning anything, they just shatter. But they have a high fire rate and a decent chance to set fires. But the main guns are serviceable. I don't think they're anything too special, but they're definitely not awful. But when it comes down to setting fires, it's all RNG. And sometimes you're going to have good RNG, you're going to set 20 fires, sometimes you're going to have worse RNG. And you're going to wish that you were in literally anything else when it comes to setting fires. But I hope everybody's having a good start to, or I guess having a great weekend. I guess it's not quite the end of the weekend yet. Got a couple hours. I don't want to steal anybody's weekend from them. What's your build on the Flounder? I don't remember exactly. It's, I want to say it's Japrat is his name. But it's the, like, Brawler Commander that has the secondary abilities and stuff like that. I set it up for full secondaries. Because it's a meme ship. Like, that's the whole purpose of the ship, right? Like, if you want better accuracy, there are options for that. But let's be honest, if you're getting the Flounder, the main reason you're getting the Flounder is for the secondaries. So why not go straight full secondary build? I missed so much, it's ridiculous. Oh no! I'm out of lime! Oh well. It should be fine. I cannot believe we went through that much lime on this field. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. I guess I could just buy some lime. Lime's relatively cheap and it's right here. I don't want to leave this field, like, partially done. Alright, while we're going down that way, let's go to big bags. Let's grab some lime. We'll go 4 bags of lime. You're running a hybrid build? I mean, it's to each their own. Like, I just figure, like, if you're gonna buy the Flounder, you're usually gonna go for secondary, so going with a tank brawler build. I'm not saying you have to use the brawler commander, or brawler perk, but like a full-on tanky build with extra heals allows you to get close. Let those secondaries just do what they do. I forgot this thing can hold a ridiculous amount of lime. Alright, that should be enough to finish what we're doing. Head back out to the field. Finish that out, take this back to the farm. Then we're gonna end up having to get a loan. Because we've already got our seeder. We're gonna need some sort of harvester. We're gonna need a sprayer. And we're gonna need some sort of grain storage, as well as a trailer of some sort. Conversely, we could just buy a semi and not have to worry about. Oops. Unfortunately, I can't change the width, the working width of this. So I'm wasting quite a bit of lime here. But lime is relatively cheap, so I'm not too worried about it. It's what I get for being bad at what I do. Beautiful. All right, field done. Yeah, I know precision farming has a lot of advantages and stuff. I just haven't looked into it. I've never done it, and I know there's a lot to it. I just haven't done anything with it. All right, so we take this back up to the farm. Since our seeder doesn't carry fertilizer, I think it would be a good idea for us to go ahead and grab the fertilizer and fertilize the field. I will say this, it's a long trip over to the field and back. That's for sure. But that's the nature of the beast. Yeah, this is Farm Sim 22 or Farming Simulator 22. For those of you who don't know. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy this game a lot. This series that we're in. We're trying to earn $1 billion, so we're going to be expanding quite a bit. And we're relatively early on in our farming operation. This is, I believe, year 3 total. Currently, we've got our sheep over here who have been hard at work producing a lot of wool. You guys haven't seen our sheep over here. We currently have 40 sheep, so they've reproduced again. That's great. Look at our little sheepers, our little black sheep. Look at them. They're so cute. But, yep, we grow grass, and we feed them grass. They give us wool. Also, we need to look into the ages of these guys, make sure they're still capable of... All right, so these guys are at 27 months. They're still capable of reproducing, so we're good there. We definitely could go ahead and think about selling these. Like, if we were to sell them, we'd get about $5,800 out of them. But I want to kind of wait until we keep going. But they're worth $775 currently, our adults. So, we'll think about it. But, yep, let's get our fertilizer. It'll be this little thing over here. Wrong button. Head down to the farm, or down to the field again. We will need fertilizer most likely, but we'll see if we can get the whole field done with just this. What up, Wade? Happy Monday morning already? I guess you're in Korea, so that makes sense. Thank you so much, my dude. Hello from Ohio. Happy Sunday afternoon. Well, almost afternoon. From Ohio. Whee. All right, we're going into the field. Screw it. What up, Daniel? Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hold that thought. I should probably fill this thing up first. Because it's probably going to take more than 1,500 liters of fertilizer. If I had to guess. Alright, so go here. Solid fertilizer. Let's grab 4 of those. You can see how quickly money gets used in this game, that's for sure. Yeah, I've got a different spreader for lime than I do for fertilizer. I could have used that other machine for fertilizer too, but I hate swapping between lime and fertilizer because you end up with a bunch of little pallets sitting around. I hate that. Hate that. So I'd rather have one dedicated to lime, one dedicated to fertilizer, and then I don't have to worry about it. Plus, this thing has a stupid working width. I love the working width of this particular implement. Like, it's like 42 meters. It's ridiculous. The problem is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see, like, the proper working width with this thing. I hope I can. Okay, it does update. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Also, I don't want to fertilize that man's field. He hasn't paid me for it, so... But look at the working width of this thing compared to the lime. Like, that is ridiculous. And it uses a relatively small amount of fertilizer as well. It's going to take like 4 passes to finish this field. I have to go back and get those little spots that I missed. What up, White Raven? We're on Elm Creek. Just the standard Elm Creek map. Nothing crazy. We're using very limited mods. We're basically a vanilla playthrough. Nothing that's gonna cause the game, like, to be easier in terms of making money. But yeah. But basically, we're trying to do the Broke to Billionaire series that the Formal Pickle has started, if you know who that is. If not, check out his YouTube channel. Should be a link, or should be a tag to his channel in the description. In the description. But if not, his channel is literally called The Formal Pickle. He's funny. He's fun to watch. He's actually got another series going on right now where he and his dad is actually a real life farmer, and he and his dad are actually doing like a co-op series, which is fun to watch. All right, let's knock this little chunk out here and we'll be done. Beautiful. All right, so that's fertilizing taken care of. So next we need to get out a loan, which I didn't want to do for this series, but I mean, with this big of an expansion, I think it makes sense to go ahead and buy the equipment. I mean, we could just lease the equipment, but we're still going to need to take out a loan just to lease it, so it makes sense to try to buy what we can. But we've got our seeder, we need a sprayer, we need some sort of grain storage on our property, and we need a potential harvester. And a trailer of some sort. So we'll have to check into that as we can. All right, Hayden, have a good night. Woo! About hit the bowling sign. Would have been bad. No, we're still growing grass. We've got the grass growing right up here. We've still got the same amount of grass that we've always had. We just bought a new field at the end of the last episode, so that's what we're working on currently. Working on our expansion. And there will be plenty more expansion before this series is over if we're trying to make $1 billion, that's for sure. All right. Let's go ahead and grab this. We can go ahead and start our seeding operation. Whoops. There we go. I love that it adds the hose for the seed to blow from the hopper all the way to the back. That is awesome. Not gonna lie, that's pretty sick. All right. I mean, look at this tractor, man. Look at it. She's a beast. All right. So we need to do a little bit of additions. Let's go ahead and go get some loans out. We're gonna max out our loan like right off the bat. So, borrow the loan. Our loan will be, I believe, for up to $500,000. So we're just going to go ahead and max that out. We will have to repay this, which shouldn't be an issue once we start making money. Oh my God, can you get more than $500,000? How much money can you get out? Okay, apparently that's it. $755,000. Okay, fair enough. I thought it was only $500,000. All right, so we've got that. Let's do a little construction. I want to do something relatively small for now. So we're going to look for silos. We could go for like a normal grain elevator setup that can hold up to 400,000 liters of grain. So something like this. And, I mean, we already kind of have an area set up for this, which would be, like, right here, to be honest. Like, I could see this being, like, right here. Actually, conversely, we could put it over here. Yeah, do something like that. It's $117,000, but holds 400,000 liters worth, which is a nice starting point. Or we could jump all the way up to this, which doubles our capacity. So we would be able to hold a lot more. We'd be able to hold 800,000 liters of grain. Maybe over here seemed like a good spot for this. Because it's not that much more. If we're going from 117 to 147 and we're going all the way up to 800,000 liters, I feel like that's pretty good. So I feel like having this would make sense. What else we got, though? These are only singular bins, and then they get absurdly expensive down the road, but they hold a ridiculous amount as well. 5.4 million liters for 220,000. Like, that seems kind of busted to me. This holds 5.4 million liters and is only 220,000. Also, it's absurdly large. So, like, this would have to be, like, over here somewheres. Remember, we only have 750,000. I think we go with this one down here. We put it over here towards this side. Maybe something like this. It's 147,000. This will take care of all of our grain needs for the foreseeable future. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. So there's one of the bigger expenses taken care of. We now have grain storage. We need a way to transport the grain. So that's the next thing we need to look at. Okay. So grain elevator taken care of. What up, T2? How's it going? All right, so the next thing that we need to look at, I know we don't have anything in here that's useful to us, so we need to look at a sprayer, which we already know we can get this thing, 34,000. We can get the expansion tank as well, so we'll do that. Just grab this. Okay. So that's that taken care of. So that'll be our weeder, so we can spray the weeds. Then the next thing we need is some sort of trailer or a semi. Let's look at the semis first. How much are these? Expensive. Like, if I were to get any of these, I'd probably end up getting, well, I don't know. That Volvo looks pretty good. But probably one of the Macs. The Macs look pretty good. This is only $93,000. And this would allow us to have a pretty massive trailer. So I wouldn't have to cart a lot of stuff back and forth. I mean, it makes sense. And since we're kind of going with black right now, could go jet black, onyx black. Ooh, she does look good in black. She does look good in black. I don't hate it at all. And we could totally not change. Okay, I was going to say maybe we could change the rim color. All right, so this costs, what? $95,000. And then we would have to buy the trailer too. How much is a trailer gonna cost us? So if we get just like, this is 54,000. It can hold all the different crop types. This is 75,000, 51.8 meters cubed. This can be set up to run multiple, or like link multiple trailers together. I think that's a bit much. So 51.8 meters cubed versus 16.8 meters cubed. Okay, so that's definitely the better go here. Oh, I missed this one. So this can only hold certain crop types. So can this. Okay. So this is 59. It can hold 40.8. This is 75 for 51.8. I feel like this is probably our better trailer for the money. Jessica, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much, man. She thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on. She's always staring at me as I'm chugging along. What up, the pro? How's it going? Welcome. She likes the way I'm pulling when I'm tilling up the land. She's even kind of crazy about my farmer's tan. She's the only one who truly understands what gets me. I think we just go for this trailer, to be honest. This seems like a pretty good trailer. That's 59 grand.
She thinks my tractor's sexy, it really turns her on. She's always staring at me while I'm chugging along.
Or we just buy the small trailer for now with an extension and go with that. Thank you so much, Jess. Like, this thing with the extension carries about half as much as one of the 54-foot trailers. And I wouldn't need to buy a tractor for, or I wouldn't need to buy a truck for that. But that, I mean, the distance we're going to have to cart this stuff is going to be significant. So I feel like buying the truck and the trailer is worth it. So let's just go ahead and do that. We'll buy this. And then we will go back to buying a truck. And which Mack truck do we get? There's not a huge difference between the two. This one's a little bit cheaper. But I do like the look of this one. But we can't change the color of this one. It's stuck with that livery. I don't hate that livery, but the old school Mack, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if we get it, we got to get this. Let's just go it. I'm pulling the trigger. Let's go. We've officially got us a truck. Beautiful. So who said they wanted American Truck Simulator? Jess. We've officially got American Truck Simulator. God, 50 miles an hour feels like you're going 100 in this game. It really does. I can't lean forward. I can barely see out my window. Yep, there's why. And Dum Dum pulls it. It's what you get. You pull out in front of me like that. How dare you? This literally was me pulling out in front of him, but whatever. At least we got to test out the suspension on the new trailer. God dang it. All right, look at us moving up. Got our brand new trailer. All right, where are we going to park the truck and trailer? That's the real question. Like, I feel like we parking our tractor trailers over there. Maybe right here next to this. I don't like parking my truck under a tree, but it's fine. There we go. Look at our little farm taking shape, guys. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right. So we've got grain storage. We've got a sprayer. We've got a way to transport the grain. Now we need a way to harvest the grain. We only have $403,000 to get a harvester. I don't think that's enough to get a harvester, but we'll see what we got. No, it's actually plenty to get a harvester. The Deutz-Fahr? I don't want to use the Nova. The Nova's too small. You get like no headers for this thing. The working width is 5 meters. Whereas this thing, we can get a working width of up to, well, there's 6 meters. Or all the way up to 5 point, okay, that's even worse. Okay. Well, can we get one that's, I mean, we could technically get a better harvester. I don't want to go blow all of our money here on a harvester. But what about this New Holland? What are you capable of? 8.5 meter working width. Okay, now we're starting to get into the like area that I'm thinking of. But I hate the look of that thing. That thing looks hideous. Look at this thing. Ah, okay. It's not as bad when you actually look at it like this. I still don't want it. John Deere. I'm not a big John Deere fan, like at all. But 7.6 meters, not too bad. Plus, these have the ability to run either a grain or a corn header. So that's nice. What up, paramedic? Good to see you. White Raven, good to see you. You won't have fun returning all the loan. Yeah, I mean, we will be paying off the loan. And it won't be that bad. Ooh, black. Massey Ferguson, a black. Oh, we don't have enough money. Oh my god, it's capable of 9.2 too. Darn it, it's just out of our price range. Ooh, there's a black Fent as well. Obviously, these are just too expensive for us. We need to stick to our, I mean, for what it is, this seems like the best bet because it gives us an 8.5 meter working width. So I think we go with this New Holland. Are we in agreement, chat? We go for the New Holland. It's got the 8.5 meter working width. The small New Holland. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this New Holland here with the 8.5 meter working width. I think that's the best. I'm fixing your ATS withdrawal. Nice. All right, let's do it. Okay, so this will be our harvester. Let's go ahead and do it. Not worried about getting narrow tires or anything on this, so we'll just keep that as is. $267,000. Good God. It's got wide tires. Why does it have wide tires? Could go with the Michelins, and then I ain't got to worry about spending extra money. Standard tires. Beautiful. That's perfectly fine. I don't need crazy tires. So $265,000. Make it happen. All right. Now, if we go to here, we want to pick up our grain trailer, or grain header, because this will allow us to harvest our canola and our oats. Look at that thing. Now, in theory, you'd want to take and get a header trailer. But we're not worried about that. We have $90,000. We got a $755,000 loan. And we have $90,000 left to show for it. God dang it. Oh, we're broke. We're so broke. And I don't even know how much that's going to cost us on a day-to-day basis either. But we got all the things that we needed. Look at this thing. Let's take a look. I mean, it's pretty basic in here, to be honest. But I don't hate it. I mean, it's a harvester, right? It's got good lighting. The engine sounds amazing compared to our tractor we just bought, or the truck. Look at that. Oh, they're gonna love me going down the road with this thing. It's also relatively quick, too, for a harvester. 20 miles an hour? I mean, honestly, we should think about potentially having a storage for our harvester closer to the field. But we'll take it back up to our property for the time being. This guy's going to be pissed. Or he's just going to be an idiot. Look out, Bambi! I'll probably be thrown into debt a few times for this interest. I don't think so. I think we'll be able to be okay. Because we still have the grass, which we turn into silage, and we can harvest like 3 times a year. With relatively low maintenance. We own all of our equipment. So leasing isn't a concern for us. I feel like we'll be able to pay that loan back in a relatively decent amount of time. I guess only time will tell, but I think we'll be okay. Look out, Amazon! We're coming through! That Amazon guy did not give a shit. He's like, I'm coming through, bitch. Move. I got packages delivered. Same day shipping. Gotta go. I get it. I get it. Now, the one downside is we don't have a machine shed big enough for this either. So we're going to need to expand our shed capabilities at some point. We're starting to run out of room on our little farm. Something I didn't think we were going to have a problem with anytime soon. Alright, this is definitely going in here. Actually, this spot is kind of perfect for our silage storage at the moment. You know what? Let's just pull the harvester over here on the actual road. Oh god. Forgot that was the thing. We'll just park the harvester here. There we go. Our harvester's ready to go. So now we just head down and seed our farm. Or seed our... Did I run past the tractor? Where's our tractor? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's go seed our field. We gotta plant oats. Alright, so we are going to be planting oats. I wanted to set that up now before I forget and screw it all up. We've got 1,600 liters worth of seed. Fortunately, we've got a nice little entry into the fields from here. I'm sure this other farmer won't mind. As long as we're not on his fields. Lord have mercy. Remember what I said about the #1 killer of farmers is tipping over equipment? Hey, we made it! All right. Time for your first seeding. Holy crap, this thing flies. I didn't realize this thing would be so quick to pull. It's actually got a good working speed. Just bounce off that guy's fence. I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong. Oops. Supercharge the engine. Have a good night, Hank. Appreciate you dropping in, my dude. This won't be too bad. I thought it'd be worse. Look at us go. I think this field is like the perfect size for our expansion because it allows us to get a good yield off of our first like crop. I hate that this field is such an awkward, like, shape, though. Like it... keeps leaving little spots. I mean, we can always come back and knock those out, but it's just annoying. Because I'm doing a pretty decent job, I thought, of trying to like maintain straight lines, but the field is not straight. The field is like at a catty corner. Pretty awkward. Well, we got a heck of a deal on this tractor. If you guys haven't or are just joining us, I think it was our second episode. We ended up selling our tractor that we bought brand new. We sold it and bought this thing that was used for like half off. It was a steal and a half, and it's an upgrade in like every way. This tractor also has a ridiculously good turning circle for a tractor. I feel like it's got an insane turning radius. I thought this would take a lot longer than it is. I'll be real honest. I'm kind of glad though. I'm kind of glad that this implement is so fast. Like, if this was a slower implement, we would be screwed, man. It would take so long to freaking do these fields. Oh God, don't look at the sun. Don't look into the light! Well, it's not just that. This implement must have a good working speed, because if the implement didn't have a good working speed, it would limit the tractor to its whatever its working speed is. So just because this thing is capable of pulling it doesn't mean that it's going to pull it faster. Like, yeah, if you didn't have enough power to pull it, yes, you'd be limited that way. But this thing has a good working speed on its own, which is apparently 12 miles an hour, which is pretty good for a seeder. It makes the working width not feel as bad, because we're able to do each row pretty quickly. All these little gaps in the field is driving me crazy, because I know that I'm putting this thing on almost a perfectly straight heading, and yet I'm still leaving gaps because the field is just so awkward. Whoops. different tree. Who does it think it is? Alright, we could probably, since we've already done all the things that we were looking to do, probably go ahead and save and then turn our working day back up to ×5. I just wanted to be able to make sure that we got everything done in one day here, because we're only running 1 month, or 1 day per month, currently. See, look at that. Like, we have not changed course. We're still, and we're technically on a slightly right course. And look at the little spots it leaves. So awkward. And going back is the opposite. Right, we start on a course where we're even, and then it ends up cutting over into our implement, taking away like half of our implement. So weird. What up, Grim? Welcome. Welcome back, Wanda, as well. Appreciate you guys joining us for a little bit of farm sim. I don't know why I said it like that. A little bit of farm sim. Hey, a farm shaman. Look at every time. And then we get to the end and it'll be fine. Is there a black hole in the middle of this field or something? Look at that. I don't get it. Guess we just have to run a little bit of an overlap from here on out. Especially on the way back. What is our irrigation source? We don't have one. I mean, technically there's a little creek that's nearby, but irrigation is something that is not actually modeled in this version, or in this farm sim. We are currently planting oats in this field as a carryover until we can plant canola later this year. This will allow us to make a little bit of money off of this field prior to planting canola, which takes a long time to grow. But canola doesn't get planted until, I think, August. And just so happens that oats get planted in March and are harvestable in August. So it's like the perfect little like holdover, because you make a little bit of money off of harvesting it. It takes the same equipment to do it. It's not going to be a ton of money, but it'll be better than letting the field sit until the canola is ready to be planted. Now the next question is going to be whether or not we can legitimately finish this field with 561 liters of seeds left. That's the next question. Might have to run back and get our seed trailer that we currently have. Not gonna lie, these bushes and trees that are on the edge of this field are real annoying. As if the guy's fence isn't annoying enough. So far, so good. Everything seems to be going to plan. I'm not looking forward to seeing how much loan interest we have per month. That's for sure. Because I don't know what kind of loan interest we're looking at for $770 or $755,000. It's going to be kind of ridiculous. What up, Frostman? How's it going? Dragon's Dogma. I have no idea what that is. But welcome to the stream, man. What is the interest rate? I have no idea. When the banker said he'd happily give me $755,000, I didn't question it. I just took it. I know that's not good, you know, idea, but hey, you know, sometimes you just don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And by gift horse, I mean somebody trying to rip you off. I mean, since when has bankers ever done farmers dirty? Am I right? Like, it's never happened. It's never happened. All of history, bankers and farmers have been hand in hand, like best buddies. I can't think of a single instance where a farmer and a banker could ever get in a dispute. We're almost done seeding, guys. You believe that? Won't be long. This field will be nice and purty and growing. You know, I've never actually done anything with oats in this game. As much as I've played this game, I've had like a few different things that I've done. I haven't actually explored a whole lot of this game. I know it's kind of crazy, but like, I just haven't done it. So this will be the first time ever doing oats. First time doing grass. Like this, we should just call this the series of firsts. What up, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys all dropping in. Don't forget, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please punch that like button for me. It helps me out a lot, especially for these games that are not World of Warships Legends. It does help a lot. You guys are essential. Thank you guys so much. We'll get this last row done, and then we'll go clean up the little areas that we missed because the field is awkward. Be ready to go. And it looks like we had enough seed to do it too. That's perfect. So this one tank of seed can finish this entire field, which is massive. That's awesome. Well, I technically haven't finished yet, so maybe don't count your chickens before they hatch. Fortunately, the way seeders and planters and all that work is it doesn't matter if you're doing a small gap like this, it will only utilize the seed where it's needed. So there's at least that for us. A little bit of okay. one little spot, otherwise it'll drive me crazy. Totally drove right over it before I got this thing down. Beautiful. All right, let's get this little spot here. Beautiful. We got this spot here. Oh yeah, there's a big spot there. Better get that. So many little spots, man. No, no, bad, bad AI worker. God dang it. All right, just making sure. What up, Jacob? Start doing donuts in my field, ruining my entire like field aesthetic. All right, I think that's all the little spots that we missed. Go down to the end and double check. Oh, nope, I see another one. Beautiful. All right. Field has officially been planted. Time to ramp the highway. We'll be home before we know it. Just in time for lunch. What do we have for lunch today, everybody? I'm thinking I'm probably gonna make me like a chicken sandwich of some sort. What do you guys think? Thinking like a nice chicken sandwich. Dude, our tractor is filthy. Filthy. Then we got to figure out where we're going to put this stuff too. Can't believe how much we've expanded our farm already, man. Our farm's starting to get pretty exciting. All right, let's go fill the rest of the seed up real quick so that we don't have to think about it next time. It's kind of perfect that we can just pull up to our trailer and fill up our seeder. Go. Well, we've got all of our seed off the trailer. really don't have room in here. We're gonna need some more equipment sheds. Kind of crazy. Well, we're storing it outside. We probably don't need to. Apparently I need to unfold it to drop it. A tuna sandwich. I actually do have some tuna, man. Maybe I'll make like a tuna with a little bit of mustard and Miracle Whip. How do you guys eat your tuna? I'm simple. I just a little bit of Miracle Whip for tang, a little bit of mustard. Here we go. Put those down. Let's give our tractor a wash because she's looking mighty filthy. Also, we could fill up our fuel while we're thinking about it. You believe this thing's got 24 hours on it now? We put a lot of work on this tractor since we bought it. Now I don't remember how many hours it started with, because I know it was used, so it probably had a few hours on there. But we've put several hours, needless to say. Let's spray all this dirt and mud off. Spray the winders. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so the next thing that we should need should be the mower and stuff, so we'll just pull her in here and get ready for that. Check on our sheep one more time. They got 7,800 liters worth of food, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that as soon as we're ready to harvest. As soon as we're ready to harvest, we'll have to do that. But other than that, we should be good to go. Look at our little freaking upgrades, man. Look at this. We got our grain silos ready to go. We got our tractor and trailer right here. Look at that. Looking sexy. Looking sexy. Now, obviously, this all is on the caveat, or we're betting on ourselves, essentially, right? Like, taking that loan out is betting on ourselves. Like, we are pushing to try to expand, to try to get to $1 billion in this series. That's what we're doing. But everything should be good to go. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Double check the mini map, or the big map, I should say. Alright, so if we go here, we officially have oats planted in 30, which is perfect. And of course we have grass up here in the top. There we go, get that turned on. So we can see our grass and our oats. Then of course, if we go back, we can look that this is harvested. It doesn't need limed yet. We already limed this, so we should be good there. This will probably be needing limed after this season. So we'll see how this goes. Soil composition. Let's turn off the needs rolling because we're not going to be doing that. So we only care about fertilized, weeds, and lime. That's what we care about. All right. Since we're good to go, might as well call it a night. One thing I was wondering, does our tractor, does our Mac have like a buckle on the back? Doesn't appear to. I was gonna say, wonder if this thing can haul like a normal trailer. It's got a little chain attachment there. I don't know. Might have to check it out. Because obviously, I would like to get to a point where this thing is not only capable of pulling this trailer, but also this trailer. So that when we need it, we can just pull this trailer out. Pull these straps off real quick. Beautiful. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure if that Mac can do it, because I don't see a latch on the back. So it might not be able to. Which is whatever. We can work around it. Alright, time to move forward. Whoa. How did that happen? Hold that thought. Get up here and check on the satellite dish. Yep, everything looks good up here. I knew I could get up here. It's hilarious. Alright. Let's go in the kitchen, make us a little sandwich. Woo-wee. Look at our fancy... Good Lord. Can you stop climbing on everything? Ooh, jelly beans? I swear those look like jelly beans. You got like some regular beans over here too, but that looks like jelly beans to me. Fruit juice, just camping in the corner. Okay, somebody really likes some fruit juice. Fair enough. All right, let's get a sleep. All right, Arrow Boy, you have a good rest, hopefully. Tuna, mayo, pickles, dash of lemon juice, pickle juice, and lettuce. Good Lord, you're fancy. I don't even have half that stuff. All right, let's check on our sheep first and foremost. They're down to 6,400 liters, so we need to really start considering grass real soon. Meanwhile, we are growing here, so this should be ready to harvest, I think, next month, I believe. Also, it is officially April. When do we get to sell our wool? When does wool sell? Wool sells at its best in April, so we need to do that now. Perfect. All right, well, let's just go ahead and pull out our tractor. Load up our wool on the trailer. And since we actually have the trailer available this time, we'll go ahead and use it. Let's grab our pallet forks. Pull our trailer out, make it easy to access. You know what? Before we start that, let's just check, right? Doesn't hurt to check. We've got this truck, might as well check it. We can always come back over. Let's go ahead and drop the trailer. Doesn't hurt to check, you never know. I would expect this semi to have a freaking coupler on the back for being able to haul like a normal trailer. It is older. And that will be a negatory. All right, well, we know that that won't work going forward. So that won't work going forward. Fun fact. Fun fact, this little thing can actually hook up to that trailer. But nah, we'll just hook this up. Pull this thing out. Put it into a place that's easy to access. We'll be loading our wool on here. Something like that. Go grab our wool. Ground is a little bit awkward over here. Those forks in a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. One down. Should be a decent amount of money sitting here. Each one of these is 1,000 liters of wool, and wool is selling for what, $2,300 per 1,000 liters. I mean, we're looking at almost $10,000 here. Or no, it'd be more than $10,000. Pretty close. Almost like I was a forklift driver. Really good at this. The only thing is, like, I don't know how, if you're doing this with a tractor, how the hell do you see your forks, man? Because, like, if you look in here, I can't see shit. Right? Like, as a forklift driver, we've got a pretty open view of our forks, so you can see that shit. How the fuck do you do this in real life? You just position them where you think they are and hope for the best. So good. Like I said, the biggest issue right now is just how awkward it is where we're grabbing them. The land is kind of not set up for this. Almost like I just kind of plopped everything in and forgot to, like, level it. this. God darn. Pain in my ass. Pain in my ass. I guess you can, from this angle, see the forks a little bit. But, yeah, like, as soon as you go down like that, I can't see the forks anymore. Alright. Take their winter coats and go make some actual winter coats for next winter. Alright, let's go ahead and drop off our pallet forks. What up, Taller Tog? How's it going? Do I have the money for the jump? Yep, we already beat the required, but it's still going to be a little while before I can do the jump. But it will be happening. But it'll probably be later this year, between September and October, somewhere in that neighborhood. All right, who's paying the most for stuff right now? It would be... actually, the Johnson's Farmers Market is paying slightly more. And that is over there, okay. A little bit further of a drive than going to the spinnery. But at least we only have to make the trip once, so it won't be too bad. And we can check on our oats field on the way back. Actually, we'll be driving right past it. We can just look at it on the way by. Look at it on the way by. All right, the pro. Have a great day, my dude. Sorry I missed your chat. I kind of get sucked into the game. You guys know this by now. I hope you guys know this. So down to our left, you can look at our oat field. Looking pretty good over there. It's already starting to sprout up. Looking pretty solid. Very nice. I think the Johnson's Farmer Market is the one that's beyond the animal dealer, if I remember correctly. It's where I used to end up selling cotton all the time, I think. Sure seems like it. Glad we got this little trailer though, man. This trailer comes in handy for just moving pallets around. You could put a whole lot of pallets on here. We could stack them too if we needed to, but I think we'll be fine. Yep, this is the place I used to sell cotton all the time. Take us around back. Cute little farmer's market. Looks pretty fancy. Alright, we should be able to detach. Wait, is it? You wouldn't want to be putting this into the grain silo, obviously. Dear Lord, I hate this freaking trailer. All right, there we go. How much did we make off of that? Should have been a nice little chunk. So, we ended up making $12,795 off of that wool. That's a pretty good price. We'll take that. Take that. Now, where was our interest? Loan interest. It doesn't say how much it cost. Given that we paid $2,516 last month, I'm assuming that's what it's going to cost this time. $2,516 a month. That is a lot of money. It's actually a lot of money. Now might be a great chance to look into buying something to offset our loan interest. Like a little passive income. What do you guys think? Should we maybe look into a solar panel or something like that to kind of offset our loan interest so that we don't have to worry about losing money that way? Like, we are going to pay off the loan eventually, but having a way to kind of offset that cost would be kind of nice. What up, Duck? How's it going? Welcome back, everybody. Appreciate you guys joining me for another Farm Sim stream. You can see our oats down there in the bottom right. The nice green field next to the white one. I think that's going to be big for us. Should get a decent harvest off of that. Like, it should be decent. All right, let's head over there and check it out real quick. Might as well. Cut across the highway real quick. There we go. So we currently are running oats. Everything looks fine. It says it needs rolled, but not too worried about that. The next thing we also need to think about is because we have canola, we may want to look into setting up some bees right along this border if we can. Bees help like improve the yield of your canola field. So that might be something we look into as well. We can set up some bees near our canola field, make that a thing. But of course, we're not ready for that just yet. Canola gets planted in August. We still got a couple of months before that. But everything's going pretty well, it looks like, so back home we go. Cut across the highway again. What up, Torch? Long time no see. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. How many liters on a pallet? I think it's 1,000 usually. Usually 1,000 liters per pallet. Grass fields coming up. You can drop this trailer off. We won't need it for a little while. Between these trees, swing her around, then through this side. Beautiful. All right, now we park our tractor. All right, so we made a little bit of money. They're already starting to produce more wool, too. We're looking at 6,300 liters. We've really got to think about getting them some grass here soon. This should be harvesting, I think, next month, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's check out the used market. There's absolutely nothing in the used vehicles. I've never seen that. Normally, there's at least something. We were going to look into passive income. What kind of passive income options do we have? Not a lot of options. We don't have enough money for a gigantic windmill. We don't have enough money for a small windmill. We don't have enough money for a small wind energy turbine. Actually, we do. That's not that bad. So that's $900 a month. But this gives us $9,000 a month. But that takes basically all our money away, which I don't want to do. But I mean, that's $9,000 a month for that big old solar panel. I mean, we could totally squeeze this somewhere over here. I don't know. That's a bit expensive. It's a bit expensive. Like, if we're looking for something to just knock out the price, like this is $11,000 for basically $1,000 a month. We put down 2 of these. 3 of these would pay for our loan interest a month. How far back can we go? We can put these back here in the back. Yeah, let's put down 3 of these to pay for the loan interest. For now. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're stuck in the trees. That'll be $33,000. There we go. And that'll pay for our loan interest, so we don't have to like worry about the loan. Because we will make money off of those. I just love that I put them right in the middle of a tree. It's fine. But that's fine. Alright, that leaves us 66 grand. We don't have to worry about loan interests going forward, because they should pay for that. We've got everything that we need currently. Right? So I think we're ready to go forward one more day here. Potentially. Which is another month. Your birthday is in a week? Well, happy birthday in case I miss it. Hope you have a great birthday. Yeah, bees will pollinate and produce honey. You're not wrong. So that was the other thing we were going to look at. So if we go into construction and look at animals and then bees, what options do we have for bees? Like, honestly, they're not that bad. Like, the largest beehive is $19,000. That's not bad. All right, let's go down to our field. Let's go down to our field. We are going to be scooting going down to our field. Good Lord. Oh! This is so sketchy. Yeet! Slightly run over that dude's field. Looks like he's planting cotton. We are cruising, man. All right, so here we go. This field coming up, not this one. But this one. Now, where could we put bees? So, we could put them on this little pathway here. And I feel like that's what I should do. But I'm thinking like we put it about halfway down the field. Something like this. Conversely, could put it on the other side. So that we're not blocking a pathway. So we're about the halfway point here. We flip this around. Zoom in real quick. Seems relatively normal here. So yeah, we'll just slap her right there. $19,000, we get some bees. And then we've got to place a honey pallet area. Like, how far away can we put this? Wait a second. I got questions. How far away can we put the... If we go all the way to our house... I don't even know where I'm at right now. I'll be real. I am so lost. Alright, we're heading in the right direction. There's our grass field. We could legitimately put this all the way up here. Will this work? Will, if we put the like honey spawn area all the way up here, will it just spawn in pallets of honey up here? What up, CDF? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. I am intrigued, to say the least. Surely this doesn't work, right? I mean, there's only one way to find out, right? We just put it down and see what happens. Well, we got this nice little spot right here. I kind of want to do it. I'm just going to put it down. So, in theory, my beehive that's all the way over here, when it produces a pallet of honey, it will spawn all the way at the top of my property. Right? Like, is that what I'm seeing? If this works, I'm going to be ecstatic. Because that'll keep me from having to run down here and collect pallets. My little bees are buzzing around. Get honey at pallet location. Okay, we'll see. I hope it works. All right, let's get around here and try not to disturb my bees. I hope that works. If that works, that is absolutely genius. You'd think that your beehive, like honey location, would have to be within a certain radius of the beehive. But if it's not the case, it's not the case. What up, Scott? Should try the greenhouses. I don't really like the greenhouses, to be honest. And our location that we're currently at doesn't really give us good opportunity for a greenhouse because it's just, there's no water up here. So getting water to the greenhouse is kind of a problem. Oops, too early, sunshine. All right. Well, everything is coming along. I like it. Park our little Kubota up here next to the house. All right, well, I think that's that. We've got our field. Look at this, man. Look at our little farm. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Our farm is coming along, folks. It's a beautiful thing. Let me go ahead and apparently sit here. Is there a photo mode in this? Probably not, is there? All right, well, if we turn off the help window, that kind of gives us a little bit. Yeah. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful little farm, man. Coming along. But I think this is probably where we're going to end it. We'll go ahead and go forward one day just to see what we're up to. This will get us into May. Yeah, the loan interest was paid, property maintenance was paid, and we made only $912 in property income. How'd that work? No expert, but that seems low. Okay, so property income, okay, it was $912 last month, but yeah, that makes sense because they weren't up for the entire month. So that's fine. That's fine. $2,516 per month is what we're going to be charged for loan interest, so that should be no problem. Okay. Let's go over check on our sheep real quick. It is currently 8:04 in the morning. Our sheep are probably getting kind of low on wool, or low on grass. Yeah, we're only at 5,000 liters of grass. That is not ideal. We're up to 48 sheep as well. Starting to produce quite a bit more wool, which is good. We are officially ready to harvest grass-wise, so that's good. We'll get our first grass harvest in of the year, and that is in May. And then I think it's like every 2 months after that, so May, maybe July or August, and then again in November-ish. Remember, we don't have to harvest this right away. We can wait a month. Other thing would be to check on our other... It freaking works! It works! I can't believe it! I actually cannot believe this. It freaking works. Oh my god. I'm a genius! I'm actually a genius. Be impressed. Be very impressed. I can't believe that actually worked. That's awesome. So now we don't have to worry about that. We can just have our honey spawn in all the way over here. And we just pick it up, load it on the trailer. When does honey sell at its maximum, by the way? Probably ought to look into that. Honey sells for its maximum in March. But really doesn't go down that much. I mean, it's $300 a 1,000 liters, so I guess it goes down quite a bit. But yeah, so March seems to be the best time to sell the honey. That's good to know. But yeah, we can just pick these up as they get finished and load them on the trailer. That won't be too bad. We got our grain silo here. The only other thing I wanted to do would be to run over to, let's take the truck today. Just take the truck over there. It's capable of doing 51 miles an hour. We'll go check out our other field with that. Now that we got multiple vehicles. Dive off here. Whee! Got a good horn. Alright. Look at these oats. They're coming along. How's the wheel? There's no weeds, apparently. Did I turn weeding off? I may have turned weeds off. If I did, I look like an idiot for buying a sprayer. This one? Nope, weeds are definitely on. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think I turned them off. I usually turn off fieldstone and periodic plowing, but that's it. So weeds are definitely still on. We just don't have any weeds in this field. So good to know. Alright. Well, this is the first time I've ever grown oats, and they look kind of cool, to be honest. It's like really tall grass. Fair enough. Alrighty. Try not to run over our oats. We will destroy them for sure. Alright, how much air can we get in this truck? Place your bets. Yeet! Woohoo! That was a good jump. That was a really good jump. That was actually really smooth too. Yeah, that's called planning ahead and like using your head, right? Like instead of putting the pallet, like the honey pallet spot right next to the beehive, why not put it all the way up at my place? It's less running, right? It just makes sense. I can't believe it worked, but I'm happy that it did. Like, I'm thrilled that it actually worked. Whoops. Can I hit any more wrong buttons? Alright. Now that we have a little bit more sunshine. Let's try to get a good angle. Nah, I think this was the better angle. Anyway, I am thinking I'm going to go ahead and call it there, guys. I know this was a little bit of a shorter stream today. Fuel. Wait, are we almost out of fuel in our truck? No. No, we're good. I've got a fuel thing over here. It's still got 9,500 liters of fuel in it. We just filled this tractor up not too long ago. Unless, of course, our little Kubota needs fuel. Might be a thing. Nope. Kubota's fine. But I think I am going to go ahead and call it there. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, that doesn't sound preferable, Bug. Appreciate you, my dude. But yeah, you don't want to be going off on your team. It's not ideal. Hey, I left my blinker on. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Keep an eye out for our next episode. I'm going to be trying to do these farm sim pretty regularly throughout the week. So just keep an eye out. Sometimes it'll be later in the evening. Sometimes it might be earlier. But I will be trying to do multiple streams of this per week to try to progress the series. I'm going to try to focus on like one game at a time. So we're doing World of Warships, obviously. But I mean, from outside of World of Warships, I want to try to focus on a game at a time so that we actually make progress and finish those games, rather than doing like 6 games and doing like one a week, one game a day, different days of the week. Like, it just gets confusing and takes too long to progress, so... Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.